open and fun. Hello, everyone. I think. Welcome, I think, to Thingus. How are we sounding? We're actually going to need a real answer tonight because we have all new sound gear. So we're probably going to have to do a couple of adjustments here.
Yeah, like, how's this sound?
So refreshing. So delicious. Mara is coming through good. Why don't you talk a bit, Joe?
About what?
Well, just, do a little ASMR with that refreshing can. Swallow some of the cold. Sound good? No! No! I didn't want it to sound this good. We have new mics. We have real mics now. No longer are the mics interpreting data and sending that data to the stream. This is just straight up XLR audio.
Yeah. Meredith bought new mics, and this is what they look like. This is what they sound like.
And how's the game sound compared to our voices? It sounds like you're listening to NPR. Very good, very good. I'll adjust my tone of voice accordingly. No game sound. Uh-oh. No game sound. This is bad.
No game.
No game
wow.
sound. Okay. We're gonna
No
have
dads, no games.
No dads, no games. All right. I can try to add an audio source from the capture card. Let's see if that works.
But the game is there. You can see the game.
I think they can see the game. All right. Tell me if this does anything. Can you hear that good Metroid sound? Game is visible. It always drove me nuts that... Okay, game is coming through now. Hey, okay. This is a beta feature on OBS to, capture the audio of an application.
Really?
So, yeah, cool. Sounds good.
Look at Samus's shoulders. Don't they look delicious? Like those popcorns.
Right, like those candied popcorns we ate last night on Christmas. Delish. I would say we ate them on Hanukkah, but we didn't wait for the sun to go down to start eating those. Well. Oh, right. We have one more thing to test, Joe.
Yeah.
Can you jam one of those buttons for us? Did we hear a scream?
I didn't hear anything. I suppose it was just the wind.
All right, scream came through.
Good.
Game audio only coming through on one headphone.
Oh.
Yeah, that, okay. That's, soundboard could be a little louder, eh?
Okay.
I don't know if I can
turn up the dial.
I can turn up the dial on FL, yeah. How about now?
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to troubleshoot the mono game sound tonight. Sorry about that. But
No, that's so annoying, though.
it is annoying, but...
You have to fix it.
All right, I'll do some fuckery. Why don't you start to tell everybody about our holidays?
Our holidays, Christmas and Hanukkah on the same day. It was just so nice.
It's so good. I
never had it a family. It's so sad.
That is so sad. But now you do.
Yes.
We've adopted you.
You adopted me.
Let's adopt him. Okay, what if I did a little of this? Would this double the sound of the game? Let me know how the game is sounding. This might make the game sound a little echoey, but I added another layer of possible sound.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk about that Santa Claus picture. I posted a picture of Santa Claus and said, "This is the last thing you see before you die."
I hate it very much. All right, let me add it. Let me add it to the. The screen. Right now, it's just an OBS picture, but let's open it on the internet. Let's bring Santa into the chat. There he is.
Alright, I'm going to get your stream up on my phone so I can see it. Or actually, I'll just do it over here.
Do you want to talk about this goddamn Santa?
It's from a movie called The Christmas Tree, and it's terrible. It's like the worst Christmas special that's ever been made. Like, it's something that I talk about with my friend Chris a lot, because we love torturing ourselves with terrible animations and, like, you know.
See, I would think from this animation that it was like that 80s, like, you know, they'll never make it, not good, but they'll never make it this good again quality.
Well, no. That's what you would think if you only saw that image. The rest of the cartoon is not as realistic. That's like a jump scare. That Santa looks like that. It's realistic for 1 second, and they show that. And then they show it again, but with like an animation of him winking.
No! Wait, so is it just a still of this drawing? Like there's no other frames? No!
Yes, for like a second, and then it comes back a few seconds later for another second when he winks.
Is the background moving while he's smiling?
No.
Nothing's moving!
I would like to find the clip.
Yeah,
Can you get the clip?
You need the clip of Santa winking. All right, let's see. The Christmas Tree movie.
Well, what about the
GIF.
what about the game? Does it sound better at all?
Oh, right. We didn't get confirmation about whether. No, nothing is coming up at all when I search those words. I searched the exact right words.
I searched the exact right words. I searched everything right. I did the best prompts. Smartest prompts. Smarter than artificial intelligence, maybe, some are saying.
Okay, the music is sounding good. It's coming in stereo now?
Hey!
Yeah.
It's held together with fucking duct tape.
Yeah, no, it's definitely duct tape because there's definitely 2 tracks of the music playing at the same time right now. But if it sounds fine, then it is fine.
It sounds so loud.
All right, I'm going to hide Santa now.
All right. Goodbye, Santa.
Game might be a little loud.
Like when
All right,
Santa's
turn the game down a little bit.
okay. When Santa's leaving, a little girl is like, "Look, Santa's leaving," and I think that's so funny for some reason because it's like
She's sending them after him.
No, it's just like they have to announce everything that's happening because it's
Right,
just
because
so
they
dumb.
can't draw Santa leaving. Oh, Santa left. It's like, you know how in the Muppets, like, they can't show the Muppets doing everything because you're just seeing the part of them that exists. Like, you're not seeing their feet because there are no feet.
Yeah.
They do a better job of, like, suspending disbelief with, like, the very few shots you get of their legs than most animators do. Right? Like, you're watching Emmett Otter, and they go to the trouble of making, like, a whole scene where they have puppets, like, 2 scenes where they have puppets walking on the ice, and their little, like, waddling feet just look terrible. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's just an establishing shot where they have feet. It's just enough.
Come on, the sticky controller is killing me.
Oh, man. A classic Nintendo controller. Classic in the sense that it's from when we were kids.
I agree entirely. I believe that animators try way too hard is like, just look at Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead are one drawing for their entire existence.
One drawing. Well, yeah,
There's a few drawings, but the iconic drawing of them is them. That's the entire character in one drawing.
Them sitting on the couch looking at the TV. Like the forward-facing Butthead and the sideways-facing Beavis.
Yeah.
And then the more you watch the show, the more you get familiar with the drawing of profile Butthead, profile Beavis, and everybody's favorite, reverse three-quarters Beavis and Butthead, which is just like so fucking funny to me that I can like see it in my mind's eye perfectly.
We need a guy we could be like, can you get the pic of that up, please?
Yeah, the pic of reverse three-quarter Beavis, specifically Beavis, is just so good.
How's it going?
Yeah, so good. So, all right, I was thinking about Beavis and Butthead, and that there's like basically 3 kinds of people that Beavis and Butthead encounter, right? So the first kind is the one that is like the majority of people they encounter, which is somebody who is like basically completely neutral to them and doesn't care about them at all. And, they might say something like, you can't do that because, and Beavis and Butthead are like, oh, okay. And like, then they just move out of their lives and that person doesn't care about them at all and stops thinking about them, right? Then you have the tote bag carrying lib who like for some reason made their way to Highland and is like looking at Beavis and Butthead like, these boys, I can change them, I can reach them, I can study them. And by the end of the episode, that person is always like showing their true ugly character. Like Beavis and Butthead drives them crazy the way the Animaniacs drive people crazy.
Yeah.
And they're all just going by the end. The third person that Beavis and Butthead encounter, the one that we're all here for, is the guy for whom America is making less sense by the second. Like, it's the guy for whom, like, things aren't the way they used to be. Men aren't men anymore. Women aren't women anymore. They don't make them like they used to. Everything is not right. Everything is not making sense anymore. And, like, when they encounter Beavis and Butthead, it triggers this, like, almost orgasmic rage about the fact that nothing is working, and they take it out on Beavis and Butthead so hard. Like, they are just one hair's breadth away from killing somebody over how wrong everything feels. And they encounter Beavis and Butthead, and it is the worst day of their life.
Whoa. Wow.
No, Daria is in the first category. Daria doesn't care about Beavis and Butthead.
Well, she encounters them more than once, right? She has to, like, see them at school.
She sees them at school, but they never mess with her life, right? She's just like, don't you guys know that today is the whatever? And they're like, oh, diarrhea. And she's like, you guys are dumb. And she just like goes on with her life. Daria doesn't care about them.
No, then she moved away and never saw them again.
That's right. That's right.
And probably doesn't like to think about them very often.
Yeah, I remember specifically in my junior high school fan fiction days, quite a few people were approaching the idea that Daria is haunted by the memory of Beavis and Butthead, and that
unforgettable people.
I mean, do you remember any Beavises and Buttheads in your life?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've encountered people like that, like someone who saw me playing like Kirby's Canvas Curse. It was like, gay,
right?
And then he like played it, and it was like, this is pretty fun.
Yeah, this is pretty fun and gay. Yeah, gay, no shit. It's Butthead that ruined Daria's perception of boys. Is that true? Is that canonical? Where are you getting that information?
Okay, so as a person who's seen every episode of Daria over and over because I would put it on while I slept, I know that there's only one reference to Beavis and Butthead
In the entire show?
series.
Okay.
She mentions how Highland had like a nuclear waste spill or something.
Oh, fuck. I mean, it's obvious that, like, Mike Judge had nothing to do with Daria, the show, because the world Daria lives in is quite a bit sunnier than Highland, right?
Well, it's got less, like, rednecks. It feels like they moved from Texas to, like Massachusetts or New Jersey.
Right. They moved to, like, a nice middle-class town, at least. And, like, the world Beavis and Butthead live in is just, like, every wall has a hole punched in it. like every wall is decorated by a wire. But look, I'm not here to talk about, like, any potential for a connected universe between Beavis and Butthead and Daria. Are there any mentions of Beavis and Butthead? Wait, has that Daria spin-off show come out yet?
No.
Okay, all right. They're gonna mention Beavis and Butthead in that show, right?
Yeah, because everything made nowadays needs to mention all the other shows they own that you can watch, especially Beavis and Butthead, which is still being made.
Right.
Be like something Beavis and Butthead it's like a little ad. It's like, how's it going?
Yeah, but I do feel like they're completely different people who like those shows.
Yeah. But the network would still make them do that, right?
I mean, I don't know. I have no idea.
They would make it, like, clearer that it's a spin-off of Beavis and Butthead.
Yes. Oh, yeah, no, all right, so the chat is talking about the theory that, like, I absolutely agree with. This is, like, true of Beavis and Butthead, and it's true of, like, a few other shows, that Beavis, if Butthead wasn't in Beavis's life, he'd be fine, right? Beavis would be okay. He would have friends. He would not be, like, you know, he wouldn't be, like, on the path toward oblivion. Like Beavis would get his life on track if he didn't have Butthead there, bringing them down.
Yeah, but, like, they like, have a house to themselves. Like, I don't even have a house. Where's my Butthead?
I'm pretty sure Beavis and Butthead are, like, in one of their parents' houses in the show, right?
They have parents?
They mention each other's moms once in a while.
Okay.
They don't have fathers because they meet their fathers in the movie.
Just deadbeats and even worse off than they are.
Yes, exactly. And then they look exactly like them later when they're old.
They grow up. It's just the same character. It's like when The Simpsons had Arnold Schwarzenegger in the movie, and it's like it's just the same Arnold Schwarzenegger parody they already had.
Right. Yeah, you didn't need to, like, make another. Although I do love old Beavis and Butthead.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, the thing that, like, constantly amazes me about Beavis and Butthead in particular is that everybody who's involved with that show gets it. Everybody. Like, there is not a single person allowed to touch that show. And I don't know how this is possible. Mike Judge must be a real pain in the ass, right? As a boss. There is not a single person allowed to touch that show who doesn't fully get the show. At least that's how it feels. Tonally, it feels perfect forever.
Well, it's also still very much coming from him. It's still him who voices both of the characters.
Yes.
Which for the first time, you made me think about how that's even done.
Yeah. How does Mike Judge record Beavis and Butthead watching a music video together? So, like, what we landed on when we were watching last night was that he records Butthead because Butthead is not actually concerned with what Beavis is saying, right? So he records Butthead's commentary for the video, and then he records over a recording of himself as Beavis. And then if need be, he goes back and does like a few replies from Butthead. But most of what they need can be accomplished just recording Butthead first and then recording Beavis.
So you think there's 2 separate tracks of Beavis and Butthead with like a Beavis label and a Butthead label, and he doesn't like put Butthead lines on the other track?
No, he might make a third Butthead replies track, right? Where he's just like, Beavis, shut up already. You know, like once in a while, Butthead reacts.
I think that would definitely take too much tape. What I believe is that Butthead just reads Beavis's mind, since Mike Judge already knows what both of them are thinking. So he would also have Butthead just knows what Beavis is about to say.
Right.
And he records the reactions before Beavis even says it.
Right. He'd just be like, Beavis, you need to settle down. Like he knows Beavis got all like riled up about something. Oh man.
Look at this check.
Right. Beavis gets too horny and Butthead's like, you gotta calm down. Or they just show an animation of Butthead slapping Beavis. They don't have to record anything to do that.
Yes. Beavis can get hit in that same animation indefinitely over and over.
See, like, I know it seems ridiculous, but I feel like Beavis and Butthead is like one of the most technically interesting animated shows.
Oh yeah.
Like there's nothing else that I'm so whose process fascinates me this much.
Yeah. Well, like what animated shows that came out in 1993 or something like that are you still watching new episodes of?
I mean, quite a few, right? Like, new episodes? No. None. Well,
one. Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, everything else from 93. The hot shit that year. Ren and Stimpy. The Simpsons. I mean, they're still making The Simpsons, but I would never talk about it this way. When did I stop watching The Simpsons? Like season 10.
Okay.
11, maybe.
Yeah, season 11 had some bad ones.
I mean, it wasn't totally a conscious thing. I'm not pretending that I was like totally clued into the fact that the Simpsons was starting to suck.
You weren't onto the groups and memes of people who were all saying it and writing manifestos about it.
Yeah, no, I mean obviously in hindsight, everybody thinks that Who Shot Mr. Burns sucks. But
really? Most
people, I think, were on board with Who Shot Mr. Burns at the time because it was event TV. It wasn't just like, this episode sucks. Like, well, people think of Who Shot Mr. Burns as like, one of those like beginning of the end or like, moments where it really went over the edge.
Yeah. I think whenever Matt Groening wasn't as heavily involved, like when he became more interested in Futurama, was when it really started to stop being good.
Right. I think, honestly, that's it. I think Futurama was the thing that killed it for me. Yeah. Where I was just like, this show is funnier than The Simpsons has been in a long time, come to think of it.
Yeah.
And like at that point, you're just off to the races being sick of it.
They touched the Space Jam basketball, the magic proverbial basketball of talent, which I admit, I think about all the time now.
Oh God.
The metaphor of using this basketball that can absorb someone's talent and make them bad at basketball, and you can touch it and become good at basketball because you took their talent away.
Right.
Not that can happen, but what does happen is that it seems like the power goes from one place to another. The talent or, whatever you're the beneficiary of moves through people or projects.
Yeah, interesting. Like, I would love to track an example of that. I feel like what you're saying could be supported, but I'm struggling to, see how that applies.
Well, as an artist, I think you understand the idea where it's like, I'm over that. I'm obsessed with this now.
Right.
You can't go back and make more Simpsons now. You're thinking about the future. You're thinking about the Rama. You're thinking about Bender. And Bender is such an inspiration. He said if I'm not gonna catch a fish, I might as well not catch a big fish.
That's right. So Matt Groening wanted to make an ambitious sci-fi show. He didn't want to make a family sitcom for the rest of
No,
his
he
life.
wanted to make a show where the jokes made fun of the logic of the world, but also the jokes were like based in actual science and math and physics and all this like quantum physics shit that like nobody even gets.
Yeah, no, it's so funny. It's so funny that was the next step. Somebody in the chat asked when Futurama started to rot. It didn't. It got canceled. It went out good, and then anything they made after that doesn't count. But you know, it wasn't
out good.
It wasn't just Futurama that buried The Simpsons. Let's face it, Lois. It was Family Guy, which also got canceled after one season, and everyone loved that one season. It was very culty after it got canceled.
Yeah, it was on Adult Swim with Mission Hill and Home Movies, also canceled.
Yeah, also culty. But Family Guy in particular had like a critical mass of people who said it was funnier than The Simpsons.
Yeah.
And should be on the air while The Simpsons should be canceled. Because The Simpsons is like old and tired out now.
But they can't cancel The Simpsons because it never became unprofitable, and now it doesn't make much money, but it also pays for itself. So
Right.
there's no point in getting rid of it.
Right, it's like a pizzeria on the corner. Except nobody remembers how good the pizza used to be.
No. They don't even know what garlic knots are. Like, everyone thinks that Lisa sucks, but the Lisa episodes were, like, the good ones.
Oh, man.
Like Lisa's Pony. And,
Oh, my God.
And the Mr. Bergstrom one. Those are the ones that, like, really hit us so hard. Like Futurama did that, too, where, like, it'd make you sad.
Yeah. Well, Lisa is like too annoying to be a sad character in those later seasons.
Yeah.
Like, Lisa does need to be a sweet little girl. Like,
Yeah.
like we do need to really be fond of her and like see how she, sabotages her own chances with friends and boys and stuff and getting
Yeah.
one up on Bart. But like we should still want her to succeed. Like smart ass, annoying ass, like Elizabeth Warren ass Lisa. like why would you ever root for her? Why would you ever feel anything for her?
Smart ass, know-it-all, just like scolding politics.
Yeah.
Like
Elon Musk, the world's
Yeah, and
most
saying-
brilliant living inventor.
saying completely wrong things while acting like she's the smart one. Meanwhile, Bart isn't even as dumb as he says he is. He's just doing all this shit for attention.
Yeah. I mean, Bart's pretty dumb. Remember the one where she did the science experiment and he just keeps touching the electrified treat?
Yeah, although I think I'm pretty smart and I do shit like that.
Right. It's just certain things you cannot resist.
Wait, Bart's supposed to be dumb?
Like, yeah. Bart,
Yeah.
Well, Bart's supposed to be a bad student. That doesn't mean he's dumb necessarily. His bullies are really dumb.
Yeah. And Homer's dumb, but he's like I don't know, probably from head trauma.
Yeah, right. It's not his fault he's so dumb.
But yeah, I wanted to talk about in relation to like where The Simpsons was actually good, and where Family Guy was not able to copy it, was in those like really heartfelt episodes.
Oh, yeah.
And eventually Family Guy started making weird like heartfelt episodes, and it felt like out of tone for Family Guy.
When did they do that?
Like much later.
Oh, I think I was completely gone by that point.
Yeah, you were moved to a different state by then.
Yeah, no, I was out of New England. Don't need to peep those leaves anymore. Yeah, no, I left Family Guy behind. Like, I don't... Well, the thing is, I don't. We do Peter Griffin voices every day of our lives.
Well,
but,
because the characters in Family Guy are good. Like, Peter and his family are funny caricatures.
I mean, Peter definitely. Peter is really fucking funny. And, like... No, you're right. We do all their stupid voices all the time. We're doing Lois's voice. We do the baby's voice all the time. Do the dog all the time. I'm always doing, what's his name? I'm like Thundergrow.
Thundergrow? What character is this?
He's like the, alright.
Yeah,
Giggity, 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 Thundergrow. Lumark.
Grabsteed.
Lud, no, it's not Lud. Mozart, no, it's like Swamp. Mire. Quagmire.
Yep.
Swampmire.
Yeah,
I guess I guess.
So you say all right?
No. Well, I do it when I'm trying to like annoy my husband on purpose. I'll be like, we're like, all right, right, all right. And he's like across the room, like 4 rooms away, like, yeah, I know. Yeah, right.
Well, yeah, I don't know if Quagmire is a great character. He's like something from like Spencer's Gifts.
Yeah, no. Pretty bad. Yeah, exactly. He's like a guy with like his pants falling down and his penis is out and he's peeing water and he's like, oh no!
Giggity!
I can't help it! Ah! Yeah, yeah, you're right. He's kind of a dime store novelty.
Yeah.
Quagmire. What are you gonna do with that after like a few episodes of that?
You make a dumb episode where like they confront him about it.
Oh.
About being a pervert.
And does he redeem himself? Does Quagmire have a redemption arc where he starts to respect women?
I can't remember how the episode ended.
Man, that would be like when Barney and The Simpsons stopped drinking.
Oh yeah,
right?
That happens.
Oh my god, Barney stops drinking. That sucks.
It sucks because they're just like over-examining everything, like all the details.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just like messing with things. Like, yeah, like it's sad that he's a drunk. But remember, he's not a real person with a real life.
No.
It doesn't fucking matter how bad he gets fucked up.
No, and also it's like Barney, like the beauty of Barney is like suspended in a snow globe. That he's hopelessly drunk and that we do hear like we have like these little blips of like the idea that like he would have a beautiful mind if he wasn't drunk.
Yeah.
Right? So like both of those things are just suspended forever as true. That he is hopelessly drunk and that he can't ever get out of this and that you shouldn't cry for him. He's already dead and he knows it.
Yes. And like when he does die, no one's really gonna notice.
Yeah.
But like, the people who saw his film, they saw that and knew he was going to die.
Yeah. And that like exactly. Like he's actually able to express himself through film in a way that like that people are actually compelled by. Does he doesn't win an award though, does he?
Does he?
I don't know if he wins an award. He would just be like, thanks. Mutant Astronaut says they're on Long Island right now. Well. Having fun? What are you doing? Driving down Jericho?
In my base, killing my dudes.
Yeah. Are you hanging out with my mom?
Are you at Jericho? Are you at the Entenmann store?
Are you at the Entenmann store? Are you at the McDonald's mansion?
Yeah. Go to the Denton mansion.
Yeah, no. Get out of the house for a few days.
Don't go through the drive-through. Go in.
Yeah, no, go in. Who goes through the drive-through?
Well, I actually kind of miss the old interior. It's not as nice inside, I think.
They actually have fixed it up a bit since we left home. Yeah, I've looked at recent pictures and it's better. But they don't let you upstairs anymore for birthday parties. That's a loss. But you go there. You go to Roosevelt Field.
Get hand-rolled bagels.
Hand-rolled bagels. What else do I get into? Go to the Witch's Brew.
Yeah, go to the Witch's Brew.
Go to the Witch's Brew. That's the shit. The bitch's ew,
The
as we called
bitch's
it.
ew.
Yeah, I
Follow me on Ew Sky.
I depicted the Witch's Brew in my game because it's like the place where shit's happening, you know? Like on Friday night, like you don't know what to do. You and your friends go over to the bitch's ew.
I love the bitches ew. It's a nice atmosphere.
Nice atmosphere.
And it was really the only like nice cafe to go to at all in that
on
neighborhood.
Long Island, yeah.
And it was the nicest one in like the whole state.
Yeah. And it's vegan. It's been vegan since before anybody else was. And no one cares because it's a fun place to hang out.
I wonder who runs that place.
I think it's like these two women who ran it from the beginning.
Yeah.
They're still running it.
Are they
yeah.
witches?
Are
they bitches?
I mean, I think they're just like really I think they're just like they actually give a shit about the significance of the space that they run. And they have it the way it is because it's like a cool all ages place for people to hang out. And in a place where there's very, very little of that. Like, on Long Island, at least when we were growing up there, you weren't going to find any third place.
Yeah.
It was just going to be like, places where you had to like pay to be there. Like me and my friends would go and not a single one of us would buy anything.
At the Witch's Brew?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe one person would buy one thing. We were not giving them their money.
I mean, it is just like a nice place to hang out. Like there's like all this like furniture that looks like it's 300 years old and an old piano. It's got like stuff was like hanging around the ceilings.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like it's like I also depicted this in my game that I would hear about the Witch's Brew all the time from like kids with cars, and I'd be like imagining like what's this place? What's this place? The Witch's Brew. And I show up and it's a coffee shop and I'm like, oh. And like, in my mind it was like a fucking orgy. It was like the craziest shit going on there. I had no idea what I was gonna find. I was just like, oh my god, I'm in somebody's car and I'm going to the Witch's Brew for the first time. It's a coffee shop, okay. It was either that or like on a Friday night in middle school or like high school, you'd go to Laces, which was like a skating rink, which like, that was some old shit from when our parents were kids. And that turned into an ice skating rink called Iceland.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Iceland.
I'd go there on a weekend all the time.
Oh,
and there'd just be
man.
like, so many kids from school there.
Oh, I miss that. I sucked at ice skating. I still can't do it, but I still feel like that's a good memory.
Yeah, it's a good memory.
Even though I did badly
Yeah,
at it.
going to like the Iceland that was like right next to our temple where we went to Sunday school. Where we were in Hebrew school making games like Nightmare Card.
Yeah, like I remember like playing like some games in Hebrew school like on Newgrounds. I think I was able to access Newgrounds.
Right. Like when like the teacher who doesn't care isn't looking. Sunday school was really a joke, Like if our parents had known that they were paying for us to go to those classrooms and just play computer games, would they have pulled us out of that?
I mean, what they should have done is pulled us out of that and put us into something that was like that on purpose. Like,
yes!
instead of like using a computer lab at Hebrew school and doing art at Hebrew school, we could have done art and computers at like an art and computer camp. Or
it's true. It's
something.
True. Well, I don't know. I think, it was like, okay, well, we're members of the temple already, and this is like included or some shit.
It's like you need all that education to get a bar mitzvah, right?
No, you could learn everything you need to learn to get bar mitzvahed like in like a year or two.
Okay, so you don't need to like be there for years before they'll
No.
let you bar mitzvah.
No, if
Okay.
if like all you need to do is like, you know, if you know the Bible stories, like if you've read the Bible, then like that's half of it right there, and then you have to be able to like read Hebrew. You don't need to have the alphabet,
Yeah.
but you need to be able to like read it well enough or memorize it well enough, which also takes a lot of work to at least appear to be reading from the Torah for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, like you have to memorize it so that if you get lost in reading it, you can just keep going.
Yeah. Do you have any like visceral memories of your bar mitzvah?
Yeah.
Any you'd care to share on the show?
No.
Oh man. Oh man.
Everyone who showed up was Jackie's friend. One of my friends showed up.
Oh shit. That's a bummer bar mitzvah memory.
It gets worse.
Oh no.
The DJ told all the girls to give me a kiss.
Ew.
And they pretended to kiss me because that's gross.
Because they were being forced to kiss you, but then it just makes you feel like no one wants to kiss you.
No one wanted to kiss me.
That sucks. That really sucks.
Visceral, you say?
Oh my god. That really sucks.
I guess you have given me the good opportunity to finally tell someone this story.
Wow. Wow, that your bar mitzvah party kind of sucked.
It was a pain.
Man. That's something I'll never understand, having to share your bar mitzvah with another sibling.
Yeah.
And your sibling perhaps getting the long end of the straw.
Oh yeah,
That DJ
I mean,
sounds like a shithead.
yeah. Fuck that DJ.
Like a fucking bar mitzvah DJ.
Yeah.
Like, got nothing else going on, dude.
What you need is like a girl dancer to like dance with the bar mitzvah boy or something to make him feel cool.
Yeah, somebody who's not being coerced into doing it, but actually wanted to.
Yeah. It's like these are my sister's friends, and they know me, but they don't want to give me a kiss.
No,
It's like, come on, let's kiss the bar mitzvah boy.
that's not why they're at the party.
It's like, what were you thinking, DJ? It didn't give me self-esteem.
No.
It made me feel a lot worse.
When did anyone ever like that? When did that ever work out?
I don't know what other fuckers are doing at their bar mitzvahs.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've been, our brother got bar mitzvahed. You were too young to remember, really, right? You would have been like 5 years old.
Yeah, I like remember a little bit, but it was so long ago.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember some shit about my bat mitzvah. I made a mistake when I was doing my reading, and my face turned so red about it. And,
Really?
Yeah, and I actually like kind of mumbled like, "Oh no, I'm not supposed to read that." Which, like, in hindsight, like a 13-year-old making a mistake like that, it's so not a big deal.
Yeah.
But like I remember being so embarrassed, and then like looking at my best friend in the congregation seats, and she was just like,
Sorry, dude. I mean, it's one thing to mess up a bar mitzvah, but to mess up a song, I feel like I also would have cringed. I also would have felt like an asshole if I messed up a song.
It wasn't a part I was singing.
Oh, okay.
I was just reading it. Well, I mean, you are singing the entire Torah
Yeah,
portion.
it's like the whole thing.
Yeah, if you've never heard anybody read from the Torah, I mean, I don't know, maybe not everyone reads from it this way, but like if you're doing this as part of like your bar mitzvah ceremony, or like if you're just doing it in front of a congregation, you're singing that shit.
Yeah.
It's just like there's just sort of like these droning repetitive melodies that are, specific to portions of the Torah, but you hear them repeated, but like you're singing it in the melody that portion is from.
Yeah, it's very difficult. First you have to learn to read it, then you have to, learn to pronounce it, and you don't really know what it means, but like just that is difficult. And what they don't tell you is that the rabbi is right there, and he will just like move the pointer to where you need to be, and start singing if that is necessary.
If it's necessary, but you really don't want the rabbi to take over if you can help it.
It's not a big deal though if you make a little mess up and he just like corrects you, puts you on track again.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, so like you're a kid, you're 13, you're standing up in front of the whole congregation, including your friends who are mostly not Jewish.
Yeah.
And you're wearing like a tallis on your shoulders, and the rabbi removes the Torah, the holy scripture that is like, the temple has one. Like, the temple has one Torah, and it's like old as fuck.
Yeah.
And it's in the wall in the back of the stage, and they sing a there's a whole like song for the ritual of removing it, and they remove it and they place it down in front of you, and you're 13 years old, and it's so frightening, like, to even touch the Torah, because you only get to do that if you're conducting a service.
Yeah.
And then you're 13 and you got to read through like a sizable portion of the Torah. The Torah is not written it's handwritten, by the way.
Yeah.
Every character in it is written by hand, at least the one that we had. And there are no vowels in it. Like it's just like written like just the characters.
Because you just know.
Because you just know. Exactly. Exactly.
You know what it says.
Yeah. So you're basically just using it. You're using a little pointer, which, it's literally just like a little metal hand that's pointing at the letters.
Yeah.
And you're pointing it at the characters so you don't lose your place in the book. You're just like following it and reading, and you're using the letters without the vowels as like the cue for the word that that you already know you need to sing there. It's kind of fascinating to think about it now, honestly. I haven't thought about my bat mitzvah in a long time. But, we did that, and then, like, all my friends who went to that, who squirmed through that part of the bat mitzvah, those friends then continued on to, like, a separate place where the party was.
Yeah.
And, I turned 13 in the year of the Macarena. I remember quite a few of my friends being like, you can't play the Macarena at your bat mitzvah. That song is so over. I will be so mad if I hear the Macarena one more time. And I was like, there's no way I'm not playing the Macarena at my bat mitzvah. Hey, Macarena.
I feel like that's every bat mitzvah since then.
Oh yeah, they're still playing, sure. It's still echoing in the room where my bat mitzvah was. All right, so we've just laid out what it is to be a Jewish child, and then abandon this aspect of the religion completely after being bar mitzvahed. Although I stayed in youth group for a couple of years. I stayed in like the temple programs for like until I was like 14 or 15 before I was like, I can't fucking stand this anymore.
Really?
Yeah. And it was like youth group was filled with like awkward teen flirtation and failure to launch.
Yeah.
I never had a relationship with any of the teenagers at my temple. But
not for a lack of trying.
Not for a lack of trying from other people.
Oh, okay.
I was wanted against my will.
I see.
I didn't want to show up and see this guy because he He was.
This is his theme song.
Yeah, he was trying really hard. He was a
Sorry,
little
Snaky.
Yeah, he was a little menace. He was a little menace of a boy. One time, we went on some kind of youth group trip, and like at the beginning of the trip, he was on the beginning of the trip home. He was like sitting next to me in a crowded SUV, like in the back of the car, and he's just like, "Hey, I like you. Do you want to go out with me?" And I was just like, I really think you're cool, and like I really like hanging out with you, but no, I don't like want to be like that. And like I told him what was up. I did my best at 14 to like be diplomatic, but I was in a fucking car with him. And then like after I told him no, he kind of just like kept like looking at me like in the car, and like at one point he like put his hand on my knee, and I switched with somebody else in the car. I was like, get this fucking guy away from me. I think after that, I was done with temple. I don't think I went back to Hebrew school after that.
Wow.
Weird little boy. Weird little boy that I went to temple with. So, other than that happening to me 25 years ago, what else is going on?
You know the thing.
The thing.
Where's the thing, man? What do you got for me?
Yeah, what do we got? I forgot to take my notebook up where I wrote all my notes into.
Okay, well, I wrote all your notes down
good.
here.
Great.
You wrote down Beavis toys because you wanted to... No, I wrote down Beavis toys because I wanted to talk about how Beavis, from like that like one drawing of him, is perfect. And you can't really make him into a toy because he becomes 3D.
Yeah, no, he has to. No, there are a lot of things that are perfectly 2D, and you just cannot. You cannot, because that person does not craft feelings and features and he does not craft life from like an image of a 3D model in his head.
Yeah.
He's pulling from something far more instinctive than that.
Right, like, you think of a cartoon character as, like, equal to any other cartoon character, but, like, I feel like just, like, drawings of cartoon characters, they vary from drawing to drawing, and even, like, him posing differently like that is, like, a completely different mood. It's a completely different way of selling the character.
Yeah.
And if you got a shirt with Beavis, like, not smiling, you'd be, like, pissed.
Well, yeah, I mean, I actually think that even, like, the front-facing Beavis isn't that great.
Yeah.
And then, like, you try to, like, use all of those as, like, models for what the toy should look like. Yeah, that's just a shame.
Well, it's just interesting that you can't make it into a toy. You would have to make it like a Mr. Game & Watch amiibo. It's just, like, flat.
Right. Right. It's just flat. It's supposed to be flat.
Yeah, it is really just made to be flat. And, you get that cell.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I do have a Beavis and Butthead cell.
So, like, you actually do have a 3D object of Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah,
It's
and
made in 3D.
And the drawing is correct.
It's a two-dimensional 3D object.
Yes. Yeah, that's how Beavis exists in the real world.
Yeah, it's a piece of, like, celluloid with ink on the front and paint on the back.
Yeah, and somebody drew it with their hand, and that's how the image exists. And that's the only way the image exists.
And it's crundy because it was done by hand.
It's crundy, as it should be.
Right. Back to this again. That, like, the Muppets or, like, Mr. Rogers' puppets are, like, they're full of life.
Yes.
Beavis is full of life.
Yes.
You know that drawing, that one drawing, is so dumb and so horny.
Yes.
It's so relentlessly, like, self-destructive.
Yes.
Like, it cuts his finger off.
He cuts his finger off, and there's so much blood, and he's just screaming. Oh man, that eye rules. Oh, Beavis gets really cut up in the new ones too. They just destroy him so much. Oh man, this is looking good. This is looking exciting. God, Metroid bosses. You don't seem worried at all.
I'm gonna die, probably.
No!
But let's see. I wrote down...
Ah! Holy shit. Is that Ridley?
This is Dre God. Or like Dre Mom. He's got little guys.
He's got little guys as a mom.
I wrote down games are mostly bad, like the universe is mostly empty. Like, you know, I love this game. I think it's one of the greatest games ever. But I was also just like now like very frustrated and lost and thinking like, man, even this great game has some of the same qualities as like the shittiest games. Like, what if games are mostly bad, like how atoms are mostly empty space?
Right. Games are mostly bad.
Well, because like we talked about how there was a time where games were so bad, like E.T.
Oh, yeah.
And then they started slapping on the like Nintendo quality label
Yes.
so that you'd know the game had integrity. But then they still made Fester's Quest with that fucking label.
But even Fester's Quest meets a baseline of quality. But a lot of those like Atari games were just not meeting.
I guess the soundtrack alone earned it the label.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, it's all just Pong. It's all just Pong with a few extra layers, so it still has the potential to suck.
Yes.
Like this fucking boss sucks.
Yeah, this boss sucks. Ow.
He's
Fast!
He's using blast processing.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Do you know about blast processing?
No.
It's like they would say on the commercial for Sega that the Genesis has blast processing and Nintendo does not. And a lot of people would buy the Genesis because they believed in something called blast processing. And it didn't exist. It was just like something they called blast processing. You know, the game being fast. They call that blast processing.
It was just like a made-up term.
I think they were under some false impression, like how like the N64 is also kind of a bit of a lie. Like a lot of the games don't even use 64 bits.
Right. It's not actually.
I got it!
You got him! Wow! Amazing! You had so little energy left. God, I love that he just like you just see his dead face. Oh, they carry him away. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're just gonna eat it now, and then it's like next time I come back there, I'll fight him again. It'll be one of the babies. The space jump basket.
It's a Space
basketball
Jam
gets
basketball.
passed down.
Yes. Touch the Space Jam.
Well, like we were watching Beavis and Butthead, and we were being Beavis and Butthead, calling all of that music garbage, and just being like, man, the '90s had so much music, and a lot of it sucked.
Yeah, that's the thing about watching, because we were watching. This is like a real archive.org treasure. It's a 6-hour recording of a Beavis and Butthead Marathon from like around the Christmas season in 1994, and that means it includes like all the commercials and all the like interstitial little things, and and all the music videos that Beavis and Butthead were making fun of. And it's like a reminder, because there's some things in there where you're just like, holy shit, history in the making. Like there's a commercial where it's like, stay tuned on Friday when we debut the music video for Mariah Carey's new song, All I Want for Christmas Is You. And you're just like, oh man, this is just like so cool.
History quickly crashing through your brain.
Yes, this is like Chocolate Rain. And then Beavis and Butthead are watching a video with like the hackiest fucking 90s ass fake ass fucking band you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And they're just like,
bad.
This sucks. They're making fun of it. And I'm just sitting there like, this sucks. Like, I forgot how much everything sucked in 1994.
And I was like, yeah.
I thought the whole world was awesome because, like, All I Want for Christmas Is You came out in 1994. And, like, all these great songs came out
all
in 94.
All these great games came out in 1994, like Super Metroid.
Yeah, there was, like, a Doom 2.
Doom 2.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat on
Elder
Game Gear.
Scrolls, Mortal Kombat 2.
Great year. A great year, but then it's great watching Beavis and Butthead and just remembering, like, oh yeah, there was like a bunch of bad, stupid shit that you'd watch and you'd be like,
so much sucked.
Yeah, so much of this sucks, and like, why does so much shit suck?
Well, I was like listening to some music from the 70s because I was curious, and I was getting so mad, like I hate so much of this music, and then I was listening to music from like the mid 90s and feeling like the same way, like this sucks, like I'm so bored. Like these were the oh, that's awesome.
Let's just stay on this.
Yeah, well, as I was saying, it fucking sucked. The music sucks.
Yeah, sucks. It sucks.
I'm laughing like at the lives at the top.
Oh my god, that's so great.
We were talking about like Beavis and Butthead hieroglyphics, like that you have like a key for on the Commodore 64. Like how small can you make a sprite of Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah, right. The smallest one you can get. That we need that one in the Thingus Discord and on the Twitch.
Yeah, and we need our own font that has Beavis and Butthead as characters.
Yeah, we need. I mean, this is probably already on the internet.
Well, we can make our own emoji and emotes for the Twitch chat of Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm ready.
This is soft.
I love it. It's like they're Gruntilda.
So usually they just like change what it says on their shirts. Here they don't even have
just
text on their shirts at all.
Just blank.
We're there, dude.
We're there, dude.
Yeah, this is like it really, it's low resolution, but it really does feel like a cartoon.
Yeah, this looks like it's on TV. It looks like hand painted.
Yeah. Yeah. Beavis just follows you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Elvis was here.
Yeah, you can't. Oh, you can throw.
Holy shit!
That's great.
You can use bros attacks like Mario and Luigi.
This looks great.
Can I grab that? Okay. Kill people.
Oh my god, a parent's nightmare.
Yeah, I feel like this is like something you read.
Yeah, definitely. This is a blockbuster rental. This is like you rent this from Hollywood Video 5 minutes before they close up for the night and burn the place down.
You never have to bring it back, but you also never play it again because what it reminds you of is too hard to bear.
Or you just never played it at all. You rented it and then it turned out you didn't have time to play it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, years later, I would just, like, have, like, lists and lists of ROMs that I'm never going to play. And, like, you know, just to have them.
Yeah.
They're all together. Well, yeah, like this. I can't believe we're playing this.
I know.
We've never played it before.
I know, we've never played it.
But we're thinking about things.
We're thinking about things. Well, yeah, I think I actually want this in my collection.
Yeah, maybe you should get it. Get it with a big Blockbuster sticker on it.
Yeah, I don't think this one's very expensive on the secondary market.
You can keep beating him up. Oh, Daria.
You can kill Daria?
Kill Daria.
Nah. Just explodes. Can you kill Stuart?
I think.
Ian suck. Oh, Beavis suck.
Beavis.
Yeah, kill that dork. The Genesis port of this game is apparently really bad.
It's worse.
I've never been a fan of the way music sounds on Genesis.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's like that because like here it's like a guitar sample, and the Genesis would be like sort of like a crunchier sounding guitar than this.
Yeah, totally. I like the foregrounds and stuff. Like I think the graphics in this are pretty good.
Yeah. The legs are the same.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Why not? Right.
We can't kill him.
But you can get the principal.
Oh, you boys! Oh, you've never once apologized to me! You said you were sorry? He said he was sorry. Maybe I shouldn't punish you after all. I think you're turning over a new leaf, boys.
You're just laughing.
Yeah, like yeah, like the show has like such a oh wow, look at that.
Oh
Fucking
man,
eyeballs popped
you're
out.
so dead. That's great.
The show is like has like such a great formula. Like I don't even know what episode you're referring to, but I can imagine the scene playing out. That like they've already done something stupid and he just hasn't realized.
Yeah. He hasn't realized. Well, it's the first episode where Beavis does cornholio, which is like absolutely perfect in every way. It's like, let me paint a picture for you. Beavis and Butthead show up to Stuart's house.
Meredith explains the plot. It all. Sorry, I actually have to stop it or it'll play the entire thing.
Where was I? Beavis and Butthead show up to Stuart's house looking for food. I guess they don't have any.
Yeah.
And they're like, Stuart's mom is like, I'm afraid Stuart is not feeling good today. He's not going to school today. He's not feeling so good. And Beavis and Butthead are like, does he have diarrhea? She's like, I'm afraid so. And then like, she's like, well, I made this breakfast for Stuart, but you could have it because he's too sick to eat. So they're like, cool, burritos. And they pick up the Stuart's breakfast burritos and they take a bite and then they just both start spitting it out and like shaking their heads around. What is this crap? Yeah, I got eggs in mine. And they've never had a breakfast burrito in their life. Let's find some real food. And they start like opening all the cabinets in Stuart's mom's kitchen, and Beavis finds a cabinet that's just absolutely chock full of candy, and he eats all of it. And then, you know, he's starting to get crazier and crazier as they get to school. And by the time they get to school, like, you know, Butthead notices something's up with Beavis, but he doesn't care. He's just like, shut up, dude. And like, he's not at all interested in what's actually wrong with Beavis, because, like, Butthead would just watch Beavis bleed out. Like, he will never be worried that something's wrong with Beavis.
Yeah.
So, like, Beavis, like, gets crazier and crazier at school. I forget what's the actual breaking point. I think, like, the teacher is saying something that is, like, inspiring his Cornholio thoughts. And after he does Cornholio in the classroom, he, like, walks out into the hallway doing Cornholio all over the school. And he, like, goes past a Spanish teacher's class. You get, like, the teacher speaking Spanish to the students. And Cornholio comes through the doorway, doesn't enter the class. I am Cornholio! And the Spanish teacher starts yelling at him in Spanish. And Beavis just is responding with, like, his own language. And then, you know, he leaves, and, like, the teacher is just like, God damn, Beavis, you know? And, yeah, this just continues until Beavis makes it to the principal's office. And at that point, like, he, like, tells Beavis, you know, he makes no exaggeration about how terrible Beavis has been. And Beavis is like, ow, sorry about that. And, that sends the principal on this moral quest to, like, do right by Beavis, to set Beavis on the right path. And Beavis just, like, walks out of the room, and, like, nothing changes at all. Describing a Beavis and Butthead episode is not as funny as watching a Beavis and Butthead episode. I can never actually explain this one to you. This is the one all that I can't explain. They're laughing this whole time. Like, imagine being mom cleaning the living room while your kids are playing this.
I wrote down every artist has their version of same-faced anime girl syndrome, and it's not a bad thing necessarily.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Same-faced anime girl. So they always try to get Miyazaki on this one. They're always trying to get Miyazaki on same-faced anime girl.
That too.
Yeah. You know why it doesn't fucking matter? Because every single Miyazaki girl embodies life in a unique way. He's breathed life into every last one of them. It doesn't matter if they look the same. They're all him, for one thing. They're all facets of himself and the people he's known. They are all exactly as real as he wants them to be. And their appearance, whether they resemble the other... No, I missed it completely.
Okay,
shit.
well, I get to do it again.
The gym teacher kicked your ass?
No, I agree. Like, every character is you.
Yeah.
Every character is the same character you.
Yeah, me.
Right?
Me. The artist. Yeah.
The artist.
Every girl is...
They look a little similar.
Yeah.
You can tell they're by the same artist.
But it doesn't matter because I love them all. I love them all. I love every last fucking one of them. I love Nausicaa of the Valley of Wind. I love Chihiro.
Yeah.
I love Satsuki and Mei. And wait, Satsuki is the girl, or is that the little boy in Ponyo?
I don't remember the older girl's name.
Okay.
Oh, this is what I wanted you to see. Wait, no, not that. This. You launch Beavis, and then he turns that off for you.
Oh, that's great. Wow. It's like a point-and-click adventure game.
No, he beat the fuck out of me.
Ever-loving shit out of you.
That's like, can you even kill him, or is he like the fucking bear from Ice Climber that just comes and kills you?
Yeah, I don't know if you can. Okay, Satsuki is the boy. Yes. Okay. Ponyo loves Satsuki. That's right.
Ship.
Oh my God. Yeah, of course they all look the same. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares if they all look the same? They look like him, and nothing else looks like him. Nobody can draw like the way the way nobody can do these 2 Mike Judge drawings of Beavis and Butthead.
No one can ever redraw them, not even him.
No, nobody can draw Hank Hill,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Same drawing forever. You got one drawing of Peggy. Like they draw them from different angles because they have to, but there is one drawing that is them, right?
I saw a model sheet of Peggy showing asking the animators not to make her too shapely or attractive because like that's not funny.
No. What's funny is like an endless emphasis on Peggy's face. Peggy's face as she barely conceals her true intentions. Like it is like she is like one of the most conniving characters. Like never forthright about her intentions ever.
Holy shit, look at this.
What the hell? There's so much.
When you hold up, you can lick.
There's so much unique animation. I can't believe that. That's a real action you can do. Amazing.
You can do that.
Yeah, you could do that. This is so fun. Pick a big booger out of your nose.
They launch Beavis.
Yeah. Wow. I love that.
Which reminds me of the Beethoven game.
Oh my god, the Beethoven game. Yeah, that was a Blockbuster rental that I beat many times.
Wasn't that like a Blockbuster rental that like they didn't want back or something?
Yeah, we bought it off of Blockbuster. You're right, we bought it from Blockbuster when they were selling it off.
Yeah, one disc.
But yeah, who else draws everybody the same and it doesn't fucking matter?
Well, I feel like there's too many artists to name. It's a lot of artists.
Yeah.
Every show or anime, you could usually tell who made it. You know, Pendleton Ward. You could see from like Bravest Warriors that it's him.
Yes. Yeah. So they all look the same. They all have slightly different like hair and colors, but they're all basically the same drawing of 2 little beady eyes.
Yeah, 2 beady eyes and a mouth. It's a reflection of the same 3 little obsessions we have, right?
Yeah.
Like we all do this.
Yeah.
This is not an indication of being good or bad if all of your characters kind of look alike.
No, you're right. It is just whatever you're.
I just spit dead billionaire all over the new equipment.
Oh no! Fuck, that's so funny. They're in hell. They're in like a really nice original drawing of them in hell.
That was awesome.
Yeah, really good, guys. Good job, whoever made this fucking game.
Let's see who made it.
Yeah, who made? Who made? That's like our mother when there's like a shit on the floor.
Oh. This one, yeah. It just says Viacom. Viacom New Media.
Oh yeah. They don't give any credit to anybody. Maybe Viacom had a video game division?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just made by the interns, like they weren't supposed to make this game. Just made by Viacom New Media. I mean, that's their studio.
It kind of looked like some of the animators were working on this. Well, good job, guys. No, absolutely. There is just like I'm glad to talk about it this way because I'm so tired of using the word style. I feel like it's really just like style is a layperson's word. It's the word that like the fans use to describe things that they don't understand. Oh,
yeah. I guess you know, style has kind of become like a joke, like it's my style.
Yeah, exactly. And like people being like the art style changed like as a way to like dominate the work that they like, you know, to be like, you know, I like when the style was more like this because I am discerning. And they don't like actually know what the hell they're talking about. So I feel like talking about art style is like such a like broad and like vague thing.
Well, yeah, like this game is wait, maybe it's the same studio. This is Baby's Kids. It's like the same animator who made the Proud Family, and they brought back the Proud Family, and it looks so different now.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's made in Flash, and the characters are the same design. It's the same style, but who should I be?
Oh man, these drawings are so funny.
But like the style changed like imperceptibly, but like it's a huge change still.
Yeah. And for the worst.
Yeah, it looks cheap now.
That's too bad. There is like something like there's something so specific about these drawings. Like they're incredible. Yes. This doesn't look like it's playing very well though.
I think this is the frame rate it's meant to run at.
Man. I mean, how does it feel to play that?
I mean, it's almost like playing a Tiger Electronics game.
Yeah, right.
But like I was saying before, I about like how even Super Metroid has problems. Like every game is a little bit a Tiger Electronics game.
Oh yeah. Well, especially like console games. Like they're like printing information on your tube TV.
Yeah.
Like it's incredible that some shit is moving around and refreshing fast enough that it looks that way to you. Just like film looks that way to you. Like, at a certain rate it takes on the appearance of objects moving around the screen. And then all you have to do is make that interactive. It's so amazing. It's so amazing that this was possible, that this was achieved, like, as early as the 70s.
Yeah.
And up until very recently, they were still kind of built that way.
Up until how recently?
Like until like the PlayStation, right?
So you mean like the way that they just turn on and they just read the cartridge as opposed to like booting up and reading a disc and writing to a memory card and all this other shit.
Yeah.
That fattens up the experience of playing a game.
Yeah.
Also, the games are like 70 hours or more.
Yes. Yeah. That all happened within the last like 20 years.
Yeah.
Right?
And this is much closer to Pong than it is to Final Fantasy VII.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Like if you played a game at the arcade in the 80s that was just like these pictures moving around.
Yeah, they're just moving around. The girl jumps and she's like, wait, it's like she looks like she's still standing when she's punching.
Yes,
and
I know. God, that looks really bad. What
also,
a shame.
This guy, all these guys have like 1,000,000 HP, and this guy's not even attacking.
Oh my God!
Great,
you just have to hit him.
But
Maybe
yeah,
that's
great
how
art.
you practice your. Yeah, no, the art's great. Yeah, no, I haven't seen this movie in quite a while now, but I remember it looking incredible.
It looks good, yeah. That is such great animation. Great character animation.
Yeah, and just like great designs, like so much emotion getting across.
Yeah, I feel like the style is not something that is built like intentionally. It's just something that is built by accident, sort of.
Yeah.
When you reboot a show 20 years later, it's like trying to recreate something that was built out of necessity, and now it's very artificial.
Yeah. Yeah, no, totally.
It's like now they wouldn't make Baby's Kids.
No.
They wouldn't make it at all, or like this.
No.
It was a 2D animated movie, and it bombed, right?
I don't think it did very well now. Bromander says, shout out to this 2-second music loop. These drawings look great, though.
Yeah.
They look like they were taken straight from the movie. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yo.
Oh my god, awful. That was really bad. Too bad. But you know what? It was nice to look at those drawings from the movie. So it gets a point for that.
Yeah, it had good art. Yeah. What else did I want to play? Doom, if we got it on Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
Did it not work when we
Oh.
played it?
I don't know.
There's Doom Troopers. I
Yeah.
don't see Doom.
I don't think Doom's on there.
Yeah. Do we have it?
On Super Nintendo?
Do we have it on anything?
I don't know if we do, actually.
What about Mortal Kombat?
I think we do have Mortal Kombat on something. Alright, give me a moment.
It's there. Mortal Kombat for Master System. I want to play that.
Oh yeah? Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know how to boot it? Master System?
I don't. I haven't used it, but I could. It's labeled, right?
Yeah, you should be able to figure it out. All right. We've never done a Master System game on the stream. We've got it
We had this on the Game Gear.
on Game Gear, right? You and I played it on Game Gear. Ding 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 ding.
Yeah, a real catchy song.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, controller. I think the controls. Hi.
Yeah, I mean, I really personally don't think it's necessary for any particular artist who knows the way they draw to think of wholly unique designs for their characters every time. It's like asking you to step outside of the way that your soul is guiding you to to draw these characters, to kind of break your own habits and draw without any sort of flawed repetition that amounts for your art style. If you stopped making all of the mistakes or stopped avoiding things like you do, then yeah, you could draw in this totally style-free way that you could get hired for pretty easily. But if you've had a taste for making things yourself, then I feel like you don't go down that path so readily. You're much more interested in exploring just how distinct the thing that you make can be. You don't go exploring what your range is anymore after a certain amount of time. You explore your range when you're young, and then when you've made a few things. I love that it tells you to enjoy. I think it's just what it says when the cartridge needs to be blown on.
Oh, okay.
It's a beautiful little intro screen. And I love that it tells you what version number it is. That is a beautiful sound. Oh, same shit.
I guess I'm not putting this in correctly.
I think you are. Maybe you have to put it the other way. Does it fit?
It doesn't go in.
Oh yeah, no. Then I think you're just you're dealing with a cartridge that needs.
I think it's dirty.
That's dirty. Yeah.
It's been a while since this got played. Wait, maybe it went in more that time.
Oh, maybe. Come on. Yes.
Hey. It's 1986. I'm in the first grade. I need a little help getting Mario laid. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Don't know. The word code has many different definitions. The Shaolin martial arts tournament is governed by a system of rules of conduct, an ethical code. The combatants respect each other as warriors, no matter what degree of hatred they have for. Oh yeah, you hate to read. Wait, did you skip that?
No,
or did it just...
it told you were reading too slow.
I love the pop of color on each of those photos.
Yeah.
Like, you think of Mortal Kombat as, like, distinct for its photorealism, but it was actually really designed.
That's interesting perspective. I mean, I feel like this version especially, right? Because there's less colors involved.
Yes.
Oh, but that thing you were trying to read is great. It's like, they may hate each other, but they still have respect for each other as warriors.
Yes.
Oh no, why did I choose hard?
No!
But yeah, we had this for Game Gear.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, this looks just like the one we had for Game Gear.
And this song has been in my head ever since.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, everyone else knows the other version of this. I know this.
Yeah, no, this is the version I know.
Dying?
Oh no. When?
So do you hear that Joe Biden signed a bill making the eagle the national bird?
Oh really? He signed that bill?
Yeah.
I was like, man, the lawmakers are really trying not to do anything this week. They're trying to make the eagle like, it's like one of those things where it's like they're deciding to be mad because it's not already the national bird.
Well, yeah, like, I didn't know, and nobody knew it wasn't already the national bird.
Like, if you asked absolutely anybody in America, who's the national bird, they'd be like, I don't know, probably the bald eagle.
Yeah.
And then you could immediately follow that up with, well, now that's under attack. The bald eagle is about to not be our national bird if you don't get involved today. So the lawmakers did everything they could to make sure that we wouldn't go another day without the eagle as our national bird.
Yeah, like, they didn't care when the birds were under attack. Just when this, like, law that means literally nothing. Because we already designated the bird the national bird.
Yeah! Everybody already knows it's the national bird.
Well, I heard that Ben Franklin wanted it to be the turkey.
Oh.
I like that. I think Turkey in the Straw should be the national anthem.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And you may say it's racist.
Yeah, no, it is absolutely racist.
I reiterate, it should be the national anthem.
At some point I needed to find out the lyrics of Turkey in the Straw, and I was like, yeah, and that's not going to be the national anthem. But what's the song about an eagle? Fly like an eagle. That's our national song.
Man, shut up, Scorpion. You're not even your own guy. You have to share a guy.
Yeah, with Sub-Zero. Pathetic.
I think you're so cool. You're so dead.
Yeah, that's right. Sonya wins. Yeah, no, these were definitely the versions of Mortal Kombat songs that I knew.
So, like, how much did you play the Game Gear? We had a few games.
I played the Game Gear pretty frequently.
So it was you who was draining all the battery.
Well, you had to, like, basically sit in this one chair where it was plugged in. Because the batteries lasted for 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah, we had, like, Sonic 2 for Game Gear and Sonic Triple Trouble.
Yeah. And we had Echo the Dolphin.
Yeah. And
I'd like to replay that version of Echo.
And the Master System and the Game Gear have a lot of the same games because they're very, like, the similar hardware.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, you know, the Game Gear, it lost that war, but it wasn't a total loss. We got to play this.
It's true. We got to play this, which was cool.
Yeah, I'm having fun. This isn't a bad game.
Any heroes and villains we want to acknowledge this week on the stream?
Wait, hold on, I'm checking. Hey, I'm checking something. Stop kicking my ass. Hey, heroes and villains.
Or we can just talk about whatever you've got written down there.
Yeah.
Raiden's kicking your ass.
I know. No! Did I lose all of Mortal Kombat now? Oh, I have credits. What about you? Do you have a hero or villain?
No.
Well, my hero is Andrew Yang. No, not really. Andrew Yang sent me an email that said, "Humanity lost." because people, you know, were celebrating a CEO getting murdered, and he was like, me not next, please.
Right.
It turns out there's a lot of CEOs who don't want to die.
Yeah, no, it does turn that does turn out. Yeah, funny how it makes them upset. I saw Peter Thiel on the news, and I think a lot of people saw that video, right, of him just looking like very, very red and just not saying anything on camera for like quite a long time.
Who's Peter Thiel?
The billionaire like tech guy.
Oh, okay.
He was involved in was he involved in PayPal?
Right.
PayPal?
Okay.
Or eBay or one of those. But Andrew Yang went to your high school. But you didn't know. Yeah, Peter Thiel is the one who injects young men's blood into his own bloodstream. He does do that.
Like his son?
No, but there is another guy who takes his son's blood.
Okay. It's like Mr. Burns does that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Peter Thiel takes blood from like his like paramours.
Huh. Like a vampire?
Yeah. Yeah. Thiel was one of the founding people of PayPal.
And now he drinks blood.
Yeah, he's been on that tip for a while. He really doesn't want to get shot.
Oh yeah, has he been talking about how he wants to live?
Well, he's been going on the news saying like this guy should have had a conversation instead of being violent. Like he should I don't know. He should just make it a discussion. Just like make it a discussion.
Yeah.
Like he just did that. He just like meandered and like blinked and sweated on TV and talked like that. Like he just shouldn't do that. It should just be a discussion.
Yeah.
Like this guy who hasn't talked to a person who lives on the ground in like years. He lives in a fucking George Jetson house.
Yeah, man. This could have been an email. Why'd you have to shoot me dead in the street when it could have been an email?
Just call. Larry, can you just call when you're in town?
You know, just make it a discussion. Just use Google Wave to talk to me about it. I can see what you're typing while you're typing. Well, that didn't work. That was weird. Let's try that again. New microphones are great.
I know. I love them. I can't wait to listen to them later. Well, you know what it is, Joe? Here, you'll have to relight this. You know what it is like software-based shit sucks and real hardware is great. You know what happened to me today? I was up pretty early for a vacation day because I wanted to, we wanted to get out and do like finish our holiday shopping. We still need to get like a few presents today. So we're like, all right, breakfast done, pets are all taken care of, let's go. And my car battery was dead, which meant that the power locks were dead, which meant that we couldn't open the fucking car with our own keys because the battery was dead. So we needed to call AAA and they needed to break into the car.
Oh, man.
They needed to use like a little, one of those little balloons.
Little balloons?
Oh, yeah. Oldest trick in the book. Any carjacker who knows his shit can use one of these. You just slide it down in, and then you inflate it, and it opens the door. It pries the door open.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just gonna get one because I'm gonna buy one on the internet because I need to be able to get into my own car if that happens again.
I wish we could just, evolve beyond that shit already. Like, the whole, protecting our cars and property thing.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you just be able to, not own a car? You just, leave it at, where you would leave, the city bikes? You just, get on a car that, attaches to a bunch of other cars and turns into a train. And then, you get out of the car and then it's not yours anymore.
Okay, so, while you were starting to describe this, I was starting to get ready to tell you that technology already existed. Until the part where you said, and then they should invent a whole new infrastructure for how it can work. I mean, yeah, that does sound like a bus, as Gabby points out.
Yeah.
It's a car that is basically linked with a whole bunch of other cars, and it runs on a track, and it takes you somewhere.
Yeah.
What were we proposing this for instead of?
I mean, it's like a trade car that fits like a family. It's like the size of a car. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think people just have to, owning a car. Right.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, the
Owning
thing is,
a car.
I'm sorry, I completely lost where I was. So, yeah, I mean, the thing is that, I hate driving in my car, but there's shit I need to do in the course of a day that there's no transit that will take me to.
I'm confused, though, that you said there's no infrastructure for what I was proposing. I was just saying cars. Cars are already fucking everywhere. They should just, not be anyone's. You should be able to put them away so they're not everywhere, and then you should not own one. You should just take it out, and then someone else uses it.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, you shouldn't have the right to, take so much public land up with your fucking car.
Yeah.
And everyone possesses that right. I'm really goddamn sick of them. I'm really goddamn sick of them. And this is a car from 2015. My car that the battery.
What'd I do? This is so hard.
How close is this to the original Donkey Kong?
Well, the thing is, this is very similar, except, Mario, look at that. Do you see how Mario can, stop and, turn around?
Oh.
It's the movement is a lot better. And then, after you beat the first few Donkey Kong stages, the game changes completely to be, more about, finding the key to open a door.
Yeah.
I love this game. And then, it's so shy about it. It doesn't mention at all that there's anything to this beyond Donkey Kong.
Right.
And
yeah.
you don't even know until you get this far.
Oh, yeah, I mean, classic arcade shit, though, right? Begin! I love that it's like a little arcade cabinet.
Yeah, like my car does not fit on my street. I have to park it 3 blocks away.
Yeah. Yeah, if that's why I can't park my car after like 5 p.m. or that'll happen to me too. But like I need a car because there's just like shit in this city that I can't get to.
Oh, I was supposed to knock him down. No, game over. Damn it, you son of a bitch!
Unbelievable.
So bad at Donkey Kong. But like this game is good, and it's weird. This also this came out in 1994, and so did Donkey Kong Country.
Ah, interesting. Oh man, you can just toss your hammer into the air and
Yeah,
take it
you
with
can drop it now and like use it up there.
Amazing. I think you're pretty good at Donkey Kong.
Well, this is a little bit more forgiving. You can drop the hammer in this. But yeah, the game that started it all. The game that did not copyright infringe on anything. Well, like, they were worried about copyright infringement. It was originally going to be Popeye and Bluto. They had to change it because they didn't get the rights.
No. Oh, so Mario really is supposed to be Popeye.
Yeah. Yeah, they must have made Popeye and then, like, edited it to be Mario.
Well, they were like, what about King Kong? But he's stupid, right?
Well, King Kong was like the like King Kong studio sued Nintendo.
Ah.
Because they're like, okay, well now you're copyright infringing on us.
Right. So how'd they fare there?
They won. They argued in court that they had the right to make this character. And that it was not the same thing as King Kong.
Right.
I think they just didn't know English and they thought that Kong meant like
it was like a scientific term for an ape.
Or yeah, like a generic word for gorilla or something like that.
Ah.
I don't know if that was what they argued in court. I just think that was why
it happened, why they thought they'd get away with it.
Yeah. Okay, now he's toast.
Yo.
But like instead of ending there, there's like a whole other game.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, King of Kong is all about getting to the kill screen of Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Can you get to that in this version?
No, because like it's not just like the levels repeating with the same score like in Donkey Kong. In Donkey Kong, it's like you have to overload the game and just run out of memory. But in this game, there's like a beginning and end.
So cool. It really is adorable. Like, all this is, like, delightful. So, Gabby wanted to nominate for a Thingus hero that, she rewatched Muppet Christmas Carol, and, all of the music is by Paul Williams. Yeah, no, Paul Williams is awesome. He did the music for... Didn't he also do the music for, Emmett Otter? Pretty sure. Because that is my favorite soundtrack from a Muppets Christmas special. The music in Emmett Otter is so good. So I'll talk about Paul Williams. Have you seen Emmett Otter?
I know what it is. I'm not sure if I've seen it.
All right. It's really terrific. It's like, first of all, it's this amazing thing about Jim Henson, which is that, like, it's actually the opposite of the same face anime girl in this particular instance, but like everybody who has come after Jim Henson has, like, and who's made puppets, their puppets always look like the fucking Muppets. Like, they're just always fucking look like the Muppets. And when Jim Henson made Emmett Otter, it didn't look like the Muppets.
Yeah.
Like, he was able to make Muppets that didn't look like his own Muppets.
Yeah, like, style is not necessarily something that defines you, but the project, right? Like, the Muppets continue to look like the Muppets, in Jim Henson's Muppet style.
Yes.
But like that doesn't mean that's all he's capable of. It doesn't mean that a human being is a brand.
Right. No, he's going in all different directions all the time with his Muppets. He was innovating up until he died. So Emmett Otter is this beautiful story and like really sweet characters, a very painstaking, intricate little world that they construct out of miniatures for these creatures to live in, and it's got such an awesome soundtrack. Like there's these folk songs and songs of hope and songs of despair and like stupid little hillbilly songs, like this song called Barbecue about just like how much you love your mother's barbecue. And then not to give too much of it away, but there's a music competition at the end where two of the two bands full of characters who we've grown to love in this are like trying desperately to win the prize so that they can afford Christmas presents. And both of their performances are so them. It's an expression of them. And then these mean teenagers who like don't care about anybody come out and they have an awesome band. And their song is the best song. It's so great. It's so great. Paul Williams. Excellent soundtrack.
Yeah, there's so much like good taste in a lot of the Jim Henson stuff. Like it's not just Muppets. Like I think people do like just try to copy that and like think that that doesn't make it part of the canon that you could copy it well.
No.
It's like there's this one video of Jim Henson like doing like a tour of the studio, and he has this dog puppet with him the whole time. And it's the cutest puppet. It's just like this real dog that like they actually do have a real dog that is like they used as a model, and it's so cute. And like he was saying how like there's like the studio in Britain, and like when the dog is shown on the street, it's a real dog, but like they didn't bring the dog to Britain, so it's a different dog.
Oh man, that's so cute.
It wasn't even the same type of dog, but it was still the stand-in.
God, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, yeah, he did a lot of cute dogs. There was like Sprocket, like the dog from Fraggle Rock.
Oh.
He's kind of realistic too. He's got like hair all over his eyes.
Yeah.
He's cute.
Yeah. Is that the dog? Yeah, that's the big gray dog that was in the special, right?
Yes. And Rolf is really adorable too.
Yeah.
He's more cartoony. He's less dog.
Yeah.
But like then in this Christmas special he like sees Sprocket and he's like, "Oh, woof woof. Yeah, woof woof."
Yeah, I love that they put him next to all the like more realistic dogs. There's a scene there was a one called Dog City, and it's just like a crime drama with dogs. It's great. It's cheesy jokes.
Yeah,
and like
cheesy jokes.
There's like a scene where Rolf appears. It's like realistic dog puppets meeting Rolf.
Oh fuck yeah. It's so great. It's like Triumph the Insult comic dog at the dog show, pumping the dogs.
That was funny as hell.
So that was like Paul Williams' comeback working for Jim Henson after he'd been out of work for his drugs and his binge drinking.
Really?
That's what Gabby is suggesting in the chat. That it was like a second act of his life. Alright, we should call it a night pretty soon. Any final thoughts?
Yeah. Probably have something to talk about. like, I wrote down, they designated Luigi as a terrorist. What kind of terrorist is mad that his country is unhealthy? Like a Kids Next Door villain?
Oh, man. Oh, man. I think, like, Kids Next Door, I was a little on the way out of cartoons. I feel like
you were becoming one of those adults.
one of those adults. Well, I was like, well, look, if I get a job working on Kids Next Door, I'll go back and watch it.
But
yeah,
there was like 3 jobs in that whole city.
Yeah, yeah. There were 3 jobs in that whole city. And this is all part of Donkey Kong?
It like, I don't know, it just like started out as Donkey Kong and then it just like got a little bit more advanced. There's like a world map now. There's like all these different places.
It's amazing.
Yeah, this is a great game.
This is just Game Boy?
It reminds me of like myhouse.wad, where it's just my house at first, and then you realize there's like layers to it.
Yeah, there's a lot here.
Yeah, I'm not sure who made this game. Probably just, Nintendo research and development. Or maybe it was the Game Boy people who did like the Wario games. I'm not sure. Has like a little bit of that vibe, I thought. I don't like these levels. I'm gonna turn this game off.
So Brian Henson threw a bone to Paul. Paul Williams, I think did he also write the music for Phantom of the Paradise? Am I remembering that correctly?
I'd like to see that.
Mike needs to like just stick his head up through a hole in the floorboards and give me an answer. There's a poster on the other side of the shelf here.
It's there behind
though.
Something.
I can't get up and look at it.
If only Mike or Fred were here, either of them would know.
They would confirm or deny immediately, and then I would shrink back into submission.
Here's
like
what we need to play next. There's another Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I called it. They definitely made one for the Game Boy too.
Yeah, you absolutely called it. Oh, he's in Phantom of the Paradise. He plays a character, right? But we don't know if he wrote the music. Well, either way, he's awesome in that movie. Is Brian Henson the son? Who's the guy who's just been like making shitty Muppet stuff for the last few years?
The guy who's been making shitty Muppet stuff.
Yeah, like Jim Henson's Fail Kid.
I don't know. Does he have that?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he makes like X-rated Muppet shit. It's awful. He makes like bad movies with puppets. Like where it's like adult puppets.
Oh, right. There's one more thing I wanted to talk about. Unless you have more to talk about that.
Oh, well, I could just... I was just gonna villainize Brian Henson for another minute or two. Selling out his dad with this shitty puppet shit. Just taking that name in vain.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
You should write a diss track about him. Well, I was thinking about what I was saying before you listened to the diss tracks. That like if the diss tracks are good, then the accusations are true. So you heard the diss tracks now. What do you think?
Oh man, no. The accusations are so true.
They're true.
Yeah, they're true. They're true. And everybody else better shut the fuck up because he might say something true about them too. All right, this Beavis sprite doesn't look good.
No.
No.
There's no. That's the reverse 3/4. It's not hilarious.
No, it's not hilarious. That's really a shame.
There are a lot of mid Beavises.
This is like the characters from the other video game.
This is a different game altogether.
Yeah, but it's like the same like nerdy fat kid.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it was the same people who made it. Well, that's the right drawing of Beavis.
Yeah, that's the right drawing of Beavis. It's pretty impressive on Game Boy, I must say. They got him as big as they could. It's an RPG.
He just attacks you.
Ah.
Beavis RPG.
Beavis and Butthead MMORPG.
Well, the last game really reminded me of Mario and Luigi, which I thought that was magical for a second, seeing Beavis and Butthead do bros attacks like Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Oh, here it is. That's a good drawing of him. Do I have to go to a locker? Yeah, I feel like Beavis is just inherently funny. Like...
Yeah. He's so funny.
Like in a very similar way to Carl from Aqua Teen.
Yeah.
There's also just one hilarious drawing.
One drawing.
With one mood.
Yeah. He's just like...
Well, I guess Beavis is layered. He becomes Cornholio.
Yes. Beavis becomes Cornholio, which is just like when he chemically alters his mind in any way, he becomes Cornholio. You better become Cornholio in this game. And,
oh, man.
And fast. Get a Starman and become Cornholio. It's like Candy.
Yeah, like when you get Candy and Kirby, you kill everyone.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah. But we didn't get to see all of it because of the dialogue. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I love how much it's like hand-drawn in these games.
Yeah, like the games aren't that good, but like the little cutscenes with art are good.
Are good.
Like Baby's Kids.
Yes. Yeah, because, you know, you want to see great art in a video game. That doesn't look good, but it doesn't need to look as good.
I feel like this doesn't feel like the experience of being Beavis. Like,
no.
There needs to be like a pointless mission that just like when you win the mission, you basically just like have something horrible happen to Beavis. Like you should be as dumb as you should be as dumb as Beavis while doing it, and then it's like funny when you realize what's been going on.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. He's too self-motivated. He needs to be more meandering.
Yeah, the other game was a little bit better on the tone of Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. Yeah, where they're just like, oh, that water's wet. Ugh.
Let's play the Beethoven game.
Oh, okay. All right. 5 minutes, and then we're going to bed.
That's more than I want to play it.
All right. Less than 5 minutes of the Beethoven, and then we're getting the fuck out of here.
We have it, right?
Oh, I don't know if I have it.
I thought we.
It might be in deep storage.
What? Oh, okay.
It might be in storage.
It's in storage and not on the cartridge.
I don't think. Yeah, we've got limited shelf space here. But I want to remember the fucking music of this game real quick.
Yes.
You know, it's Beethoven music. Nobody's home. Nobody's home.
I don't think this is it.
No?
Beethoven the Ultimate.
Yeah, no, this isn't it.
No, this is it.
This is it?
Beethoven Second.
Oh, Beethoven Second.
Yeah. There was a movie called Beethoven and a sequel called Beethoven Second. High-tech expressions.
But is this the game we
crudest
played?
capital of the world. I'm sorry, is this game what?
Is this the only video game?
There's no Beethoven's First for Super Nintendo.
Okay. Holy shit.
Suburbia. Rescue Chubby.
I want the suburbia.
I want the Burbica.
Oh yeah, this is the game.
Yes. Yeah, this is a game that you rent and never return.
Never. But you also never play again.
They never find you for
They don't
it.
care. Yeah, they don't care that
They
you took
recognize you at Blockbuster and everything.
it. Yeah, and they're
But
like,
they say nothing about it.
no.
Oh my god. Big Blockbuster sticker on this one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Damn it. I thought water was an ability. It hurts you?
Yeah, a dog should love water.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta shake off. God, this stupid fucking game.
Yeah, I didn't even get the food when I tried to get the food. And the enemies take like 8 barks to die.
So you don't kill anything, you just bark at it and scare it away?
Yeah. That I can't even get over.
No.
Those poodles pose a threat to Beethoven.
Everything poses a threat to Beethoven.
This reminds me of that, like, miserable Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde game where you walk through a town and everyone tries to kill you. I found the dog. I found the puppy.
Like, this butchery of these Beethoven songs. Like, fuck, man.
Do I have to? Oh shit! I
think
to
you
grab
can
him.
do a running jump.
But how?
I don't know how. But it seems like you shouldn't get hurt every time you go over one of those. There you go.
And bark with chubbies in my mouth.
Yeah. Bone.
Can you throw me a bone? Can I have this? Can I please have that?
I mean, it is very, believable that you have a limited amount of, resources when you're holding the puppy.
Yeah.
I think later you need more, right? Like, you need to carry multiple puppies home.
Oh god, I hope
I
not.
think so.
There's a game like there's like a Munkle game where it's like a game based on like humanity before it had fully evolved. And the gameplay is like climbing trees while your babies cling to you. I don't remember what it was called.
Oh, the way you bestow it to her.
Oh.
Da, 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 da. They couldn't even think of another Beethoven song to use
I
there.
have to rescue Mo.
They're gonna play that song again.
No,
Oh.
it's a different one.
Oh, it's a different part of the same song.
Yeah, it's the next part of the song.
They have one song.
Oh, fuck.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, and that was written by Beethoven.
Yeah, later on in Beethoven's career, when he got canceled like Tar, he started writing music for Nintendo licensed games.
Well, I actually do have a soft spot for classical music made in a Nintendo game. That's something I would love to do myself.
Uh-huh.
I've written one track in Famitracker.
Uh-huh.
Of Autumn by Vivaldi. It sounds great. And it
Oh,
sounds
man.
just like this. It's a little funky.
Yeah. Oh man, that does sound really fun.
Yeah.
A hunter. A
Yeah,
hunter?
Elmer Fudd killing Beethoven.
Oh my god. Killing a Saint Bernard with a collar on.
Yeah, like that's like something that your mom would tell you, that like the dog will be hunted
Yes.
if it's out. It, like,
Yeah.
what if it has its collar with like its ID tag and everything? It's like they could still think it's an animal and shoot it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! So much effort to get that bone, and then it's immediately lost.
You just immediately get hit by a bird and it hurts you.
This music.
Terrible.
It's people like you who made Beethoven go deaf.
Literally.
Oh wow! Just in the nick of
Just in
time.
the nick of time. Da 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 da.
Taking a shit. What? Look at what they did to
You
me.
just died.
They put an apple at the very beginning of the. What is this, Donkey Kong Country?
Oh man, what a piece of shit.
Yeah, what balls?
What ball? Yeah. Oh,
Oh my god.
yeah. Right
I
when
had,
you're picking your kid up.
I had the scariest dream. I had a dream that I was at an arcade with Tony Soprano and Christopher and Polly, and they were breaking my balls so bad. And like, you know, because I didn't know this game that they were playing.
Wait, this game?
No. Like some game we were playing at an arcade.
Uh-huh.
It was a dream. It was just like a weird like
Okay.
arcade game that didn't exist, where like you press a button to stop a timer on an old style LCD screen, like, you know, just numbers. And
my
like
God.
they were breaking my balls because I didn't know how to play this game. I've been watching too many Sopranos clips. and so like I was like, oh wait, no, now I know how to play this game, you cocksucker. Like I called a made man a cocksucker, and he looked at me like I pissed off Christopher, and then the dream ended. That was how The Sopranos ended too.
Oh, I haven't seen the ending of The Sopranos. Don't
Oh.
spoil it for me.
You haven't?
No, I haven't. I've only watched like half of the show.
Oh well, sorry. I thought it was well known that The Sopranos ending ended with.
No, don't. No, I still intend to see that shit someday. I might be
No,
50, but I'd like to
I will
see it
not
unspoiled.
spoil The Sopranos for you. It's so good. It's so good. It's so worth watching. If another pandemic ever happens, just watch The Sopranos. during it.
Yeah, I think so. When everyone's dying from the bird flu in a few months, I'll be
Yeah.
watching The Sopranos.
But yeah, are you allowed to do that? You're allowed to call a made man a cocksucker?
In your dream, you are.
But like, I think they killed me, or I woke up before I found out.
Right, you didn't see what happened. So you got away. Because you
I guess.
you inceptioned out of there.
Rescue Tchaikovsky. Okay, how many puppies are there? 4? I've never gotten this far in this game.
Yeah, I mean, you're
Why?
almost at the
What?
end of the game.
What'd I do? He looked just so nice.
All right. We got it. Are you going to try and beat this game?
No!
All right.
No, that's game over.
That was exactly as shitty as I remembered.
Yup.
Okay. Thanks for joining us on the day after Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for joining us for Thingus Thursday. Wait, Thingus Thursday. Box Thing Day.
Box Thing Day.
Yeah.
So,
It's Mike Tyson. Buck Thing.
Box Thing. Oh my god. Okay, is New Year's? When's New Year's? New Year's is like on Wednesday.
It's like a week from now. It's
So-
so weird how it doesn't feel like it's going to be a whole week away.
Right. So actually we're not going to be able wait. Oh, we can stream on Wednesday.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean we can if you want.
Is it the
It's the day
first?
after.
The
Oh no, wait. No. It's going to be like Tuesday night to Wednesday will be like New Year's.
Oh, Tuesday is New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday
Wednesday's
is
the
the
first. So should we come back on Wednesday?
Yeah.
All right, we'll come back on Wednesday. We'll see you in the new year, everyone.
Yep.
Bye.
Have a happy Thingus New Year.
Absolutely.